Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my second and a half YouTube video, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for the love and support for the people close to me that have been completely pushing me to do this. It's been really nerve-wracking. I've tried to record videos. This lighting deal is kind of crazy. I promise that I will get it figured out ASAP. I've been doing a lot of research on it, but I will get to it. So this video is a requested video, and it's been the most requested one. I've asked on Instagram and YouTube what you guys would like to see, and the number one was so far is contouring and highlighting. I will definitely get to other videos as well, but this was the most requested one, so this is the one that I'm going to work on today for you guys. Experiences with contouring and highlighting. There are so many kinds, and I know it's one of those confusing things, and you don't have to go above and beyond to do a contour and highlight, because I've seen the ones that are extravagant, and that's awesome when it comes to far as photos, or if you want to do something a little bit more dramatic, you know, when you're going out. And then there's those kinds that you just want every day, so you could totally have simplicity when it comes to contouring and highlight. That's pretty much how I feel about that. If you have any questions, usually as far as foundation or contouring and highlighting, I definitely recommend going to M.A.C store or Sephora or Makeup Forever, any type of those stores who can definitely help you pick out the right tones as far as when you are contouring and highlighting your skin, or choosing the right foundation tone for yourself as well. These are some things that you guys definitely should know. So a lot of the times when you're picking two-tone colors, as far as when you're contouring with bronzing or any type of other colors that you used to contour or highlight, contouring is shading in those areas that you want to go ahead and define and kind of sculpt. So think of it as if you're wearing white, that's going to go ahead and highlight. It's going to bring out those colors and bring out those dimensions that you want to go ahead and expose. Shading and contouring is pretty much, think of it as when you're wearing black. You're wearing black, you want to look thinner, right? Because you're trying to pretty much sculpt and define those areas as well. So highlighting is bringing out, contouring and shading bringing in. And that's why when you're contouring on your cheekbones, you want to suck those little babies in, and when you're highlighting during your eyes, you want to bring that highlight out. And it all pretty much sculpts out within the face. So that is pretty much the gist of contouring and highlighting and shading and brightening and all of that gist. Anyways, just wanted to go ahead and kind of give you that information on this video. On Instagram, I had a follower, and her name was MacGirl NJ. So shout out to you, my love. And I really love this question because I have the same exact issues. Her question was basically what she can use for her concealers, or what kind of concealers to use, because she gets a lot of creasing underneath her eyes. And let me tell you, this took me forever. I mean, years to figure this out. Years to figure this out. I would do so many different things, and it was just like everything creased on me. I hated it. It was just crazy. It's like I would try to use something that was a thick consistency, crease like crazy. Use thinner consistency, wouldn't cover as much, or still would involve creasing. As far as concealers, it's gonna be a search, and I still to this day I tell people, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it real with you as far as picking a concealer and concealing underneath your eyes and getting creasing. I personally, now what works for me is when I'm concealing, I try to just conceal a little bit right underneath the eye, and I don't bring it up as high, because you're gonna get creasing there. Using a powder, so actually I just use an eyeshadow, and I use eyeshadow, it's called Blanc Type from M.A.C, and I just use it with a blending brush, so anything that's a fluffy brush, and just dust it in between my creases to pretty much help prevent from creasing. And sometimes I'll just get a tissue and just blot what's underneath, and that helps a little bit. But like I said, everyone has that whole creasing thing unless you have the perfect under eyes. I'm definitely not one to have the perfect under eyes. I have really dark circles and as much as that, but you know, when I find out that perfect concealer, I will definitely help you out with it. But so far that may help for you, so just try putting some shadow underneath to help pretty much prevent from creasing, and not using so much product underneath your eyes, whether it is a light consistency or a heavier consistency, I just personally don't bring it all the way under my crease. I just focus more highlighting right in this area as opposed to bringing it up. And I will go ahead and get started in this video, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for supporting. Love you guys so much. So my face is already moisturized and prepped up with M.A.C Prep and Prime and M.A.C Moisturizer. I'm picking up a 130 brush, and I'm going to use M.A.C Concealer and Correcting Palette in the medium yellow. I'm going to go ahead and just press this brush into under my eyes and just into the shape of a triangle to get some good highlight there. I love this brush. It's so amazing if you definitely want to build up coverage. And the next product I'm going to go ahead and pick up is NW30 Studio Finish Concealer with the flat brush. I want to build up some good coverage, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply this pretty much all around, almost all around my face in the areas that I want to cover up any discolorations. So the following step I'm going to go ahead and do is use a Mineralized Moisture SPF 15 foundation and NC40. And I'm just using the 187 brush, and I'm going to blend this all around my face, all the way down to my neck, just to make sure that I don't have any discoloration, not any discoloration, but any uneven pigmentation between my neck and my face, because we definitely don't want that to happen. I'm going to go ahead and just use the M.A.C All Blending Sponge and make sure that I press in this foundation. Always make sure that the sponge is nice and, you know, a little damp, just to make sure you get smooth like skin. I'm going to pick up M.A.C Sculpting Cream in Copper Beech with a 116 brush. You can use an angled brush or any type of flat brush to contour. So I'm going to go ahead and look for the hollows of my cheeks to see where I need to contour, so you can just go ahead and press onto your cheekbones. And I'm going to move my brush down, but as you can see, I'm also flicking my brush up because I don't want to go ahead and mess up that contour. I want to keep it right onto my cheekbones. So I'm going to keep patting that brush and just keep flicking it all the way up. And I'm going to move the brush and whatever excess is left over on my brush all the way up to my forehead and then all the way down to my chin, and making sure that I blend it out so there is no harsh lines or my face doesn't look completely uneven. We don't want that to happen at all. I went ahead and just reblended with that concealer again. As you can see, this video is going fast, same steps. The next following step I'm going to use is one of my favorite M.A.C highlighting pens, and this is in the Radiant Rose. I am obsessed. I'm going to go ahead and use this with the flat brush and just spot this right underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead, on my chin, and my Cupid's bow, just to make sure these are the places that we want to highlight and bring out. Remember about shading and highlighting. So we definitely want to shade in the cheek areas and around the forehead and under the chin, and we want to bring out the parts of the nose, under the eyes, because we want to highlight and brighten those areas. Just using the M.A.C All Blending Sponge again. Next thing I'm going to do to contour my nose, I actually like to use an eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is Cork eyeshadow from M.A.C with the blending brush, and I believe this is the 186 blending brush. You can use it for eyeshadow. I'm going to use it onto the side of my nose and onto the front of my nose and just blend this down into my foundation. And I'm picking up another eyeshadow, and this one's actually called Blanc Type. It's one of my favorite shadows to highlight instead of just using an eyeshadow. It's nice and matte, and I'm going to use this onto the bridge of my nose, around my eyes, and onto the middle of my forehead to highlight and matte down any of the cream products that we have there so it doesn't crease up. Following step I'm going to go ahead and use is a Smashbox blush, and I mix in Carnation with Rosy, and just put this onto the apple of my cheeks and mix it in with the Copper Beech M.A.C Sculpting Cream. After this step, I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of that Blanc Type again and just dust that around the areas that I want to highlight.
And I'm just going to use my 187 brush and making sure that I blend a lot of these colors in together so there's not a lot of harsh areas, because we don't want that to happen. We want it to be able to be a nice soft contour. And I'm going to go back with just a little bit of rice paper from MAC onto the bridge of my nose, just to highlight on my nose and on my cupid bow of my lip. And that is my contouring.
Thank you for watching that video. I hope the contouring and highlighting was somewhat informative. I'm pretty sure you guys have used some of those techniques before and it helped you out. That's what I use, and thank you for watching. You guys know what to do is comment down below if you have any comments or questions or any requests as far as any tutorials that you would love for me to do or any questions that you would like for me to answer. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for the love and support, and one love. Bye. That I will work on from this. I can't talk. I don't even have it. I look kind of cool, huh? Don't I? Yo, my hair. Hello. Hello. My boobies are out. Let me get comfortable. Hey. That was really lame. My second and a half. Okay, I need to stop saying that.